What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a great day or night whenever you're watching this. I think Nikola Jokic has earned the title of best player on the planet after this postseason, and I think it's awesome because the dude is undeniable, unstoppable, and it's incredible. My question to you guys is, do you have him as the best player in the world? If not, where do you rank him? I think he's best player on the planet. I'm going to break down why. Before I do, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, and if you enjoy this kind of content, please like the video. But let's break down Joker's game and just how remarkable and unstoppable he truly is. I don't think any of these statements are a hot take. He's easily the most skilled big man of all time. He's the best passing big man of all time. And there's nothing you can do that can slow him down. He plays his way. And you can switch to zones, you can double team him, and it just makes him better. Makes him more lethal. I also think he's probably the highest IQ big man of all time. What I mean by that is if you're going to switch these defenses and go zone or go doubles, he easily knows the counter to it within like a second and a half. He gets the ball, bam, it's into the corner for the wide open three. It's lightning quick, and there's nothing you can do about it. But his ability to read and process and make the right play over and over and over again it's incredible because you say guys get, star players get like 60 to 70 chances a game making reads and plays, right? Because you get 100 possessions a game plus whatever it is. Star players probably touching the ball 60 to 70 of them. Jokic is probably going to make the right call 58 out of 60 times. Probably 59, and in a lot of games 60 out of 60. If you want to talk about his scoring, because his scoring is the most downplayed part of his game, I feel like. He's one of the best scorers on the planet. He's averaging 30 in the playoffs, and he has probably the best touch of all time too, because it feels like when he puts the ball up, if it hits the rim, it just dies and just falls in. It's remarkable how, you see a lot of guys that get it to rim out over and over and over again. His just hit it and just fall right into the net. So we can say he's a great scorer, right? Because he can shoot from three, he can shoot from the mid-range, he can post you up, he has a plethora of moves, passing out of the post, getting to the rim whenever he wants. These one-legged floaters that are all they look super unnatural, but they're just so easy for him. All that, you get all that, right? Plus the passing. You talk about his rebounding. He's one of the best rebounders ever. And he has a good way of rebounding to himself to where he knows he's probably not going to get it, but let me tap it and I'll get it with my other hand. And just the body control, the body positioning. He is one of the, for his physique doesn't look physically imposing, but he's one of the most dominant players I've ever seen. And he controls the game probably better than anyone else in the NBA. And I know I'm saying a lot best, but if you're going to be the best on the planet, you got to be the best at a lot of different things. And I think he does that. When you talk about controlling the game, this is a guy that can be having 3 shots at halftime and easily be the most impactful player in the game at that point in time. And the team will be up by 15. He's also a guy where your coach can tell him, hey, I need 15 rebounds and 12 assists out of you tonight. And he's going to go out there and do it, and it's going to be very easy for him to do it. Or you can tell him, hey, I need 40 out of you tonight. And he'll be like, all right, I'll go get you 50. Or you can tell him, hey, I need 40, 15, and 12, and he's going to go and do that like it's nothing. And we're talking about accolades and stats and all those great things. And this is a guy that he gets asked every single day, basically. Oh, about the MVP. Oh, your statistics. And to me, honestly, I believe he really does not give a damn about any of that stuff. He just wants to win. And he's about to get his first ring because we had these so-called analysts saying, all year long, that, oh, we just need to see him do it in the playoffs. He chokes in the playoffs, which to me, I think that's outrageous because he's been awesome in every playoff series he's played in. Just the last 2 years, he's had easily one of the most banged up teams in the playoffs. So now you have him with a healthy team, and they're just smoking everybody. So you've seen it in the playoffs now. He's about to be a finals MVP. He's about to have a ring. He's about to have 2 MVPs. Could have had 3. And he's about to have a ton of all-star appearances. What can you argue against Nikola Jokic at this point? And for all the so-called analysts that said we need to see it in the playoffs, well, this playoffs, he's pretty much averaging a 30-point triple-double. So, yeah, I think he's 30 points, 13 rebounds, and almost 10 assists. Something like that. Yeah, I think it's, what was the shooting splits? 54% from the field, 47 from 3, and 81 from the line. That argument is done about who the best player on the planet is. And this statement here is just my personal opinion. I think he's the most fun to watch big man of all time. Just in terms of how flashy the passing can be, how dominant he can be when he needs to be. the rebounding, the shooting, just everything looking so effortless but like awkward at the same time. It's, you know, easily the most fun big man of all time to watch. And you can argue in the NBA he's the most fun player to watch right now. Might be the only player in the NBA that no defense can stop him because of how great of a passer he is. Just because, you know, there's a lot of great players that you can double team them and get the ball out of their hands, and then your team is better off. But if you double team him, you might be even worse than if you just play him straight up. So you can play zone, and he's just going to find the right open guy. You can play him one-on-one, and he's just going to destroy you. You can double team him, and the rest of his team's going to destroy you because he's going to find the right guy. So when you look at that, like I was really going down in my head, who are the only players that you can argue? And like LeBron in the past for sure, but at this point in time just doesn't have that same burst. So I don't think that he's in that conversation anymore because I think you can double team him and that'll kind of be it. Steph, you can double team, get the ball out of his hands and make the rest of the team beat you, and you're probably in better shape. There's Kevin Durant. Like, I don't think any of those guys are as impossible to stop as Nikola Jokic. And if you disagree with that in the comments, let me know who you got over him in terms of being, you know, unstoppable. Because I think this is the most dominant, most unstoppable force in the NBA right now. But yeah, shout out to Joker, man. About to get his first ring. Super dope to watch. Jamal Murray's been playing out of his mind too. But they play off each other. It's so much fun to watch. I just think Jokic has shut up every single argument you can make against him. And it's beautiful to see because this is the guy that is literally, he's basically has a spotless resume. And you know, when you're talking about top big man of all time, I think that top 5 is really hard to crack because you got to have a lot of accolades. But you got 2 MVPs, you got a ring. You know, obviously, you got to win a couple more championships to really burn into there and keep the stats going. But at the end of the day, honestly, I don't think he cares about stats or any of that. I think he just wants his rings, just wants to win, and wants to go back home to Serbia and play with his horses. Truly a remarkable player, remarkable guy. I can't wait to see the final celebration once they get this 4th win with Jokic. What kind of speech he kind of gives because he's so just nonchalant. So kudos to Jokic. He's earned the title of best player on the planet. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you enjoy this kind of content, please like the video. But I'm done here. Peace.